That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me just let me That clock keeps ticking like a metronome, and my thoughts keep telling me to get me home, but my balls keep telling me to let me Fuck all that shit, just let me go. I wasn't tasting hardier if this is no badass. Oh shit, I forgot to put my other TV so I can watch the game. Damn it. Oh well. I forgot to get my, I was going to run that in the background. Champions League, go AC Milan tonight. So, I got Tyrone, I got Matt. Welcome to the program, guys. Hello. Appreciate you coming on.
Yo, what's up?
I'm going to be just straight up honest with you. I want this child exploiter pinned to a cross. And I think that you're going to see a lot more MamaMax content from me. I think it's about time somebody, because no one wants to go after him because they're afraid of his so-called hackers, I've heard, his IP grabbers, his being just called a pedo by him. You'll see a little of that with Charlie later. Genie's out of the bottle with me. I guess I was told he said I defended pedos last night. It's interesting that somebody who's a victim to these scumbags would be so interested in attacking me with something like that when it's clearly not the case. And not only that, because we don't do any kind of serious show. And his demand from people that have more clout from him to support him. And really, there's, I wish I used the word last night. There's really nothing, you can't really call it anything else. What he attempted with Charlie is blackmail. And I know he's doing other places too, and I'm waiting for that to drop. It's blackmail. That's all it was. When he has a personal problem, he swings his audience to get it taken, something as simple as a strike, and makes it out like he's helping kids when he's really exploiting kids for money. And I think I'm going to be doing a lot more with that. I know Chud Logic's gotten more interested in it, and I think last night was a bit of a breakthrough, because what we saw last night is, first of all, he changed his name from God Called. I guess, what's his name?
Smaggle.
Smaggle had a pretty good tweet last night. Let me see if I can check it out. Yeah, I think he figured out it makes him look crazier. And I think that's what we did last night. I've been getting attacked by kids. That movie, that video kind of blew up in the spring. Must have been posted on Reddit or something like that. And
hide your DMs, by the way.
Hide my DMs? Oh, I'm talking to Shanachu. The world should know. Maybe, just maybe. Yeah, I guess MamaMax finally realized that naming yourself God Called makes you look clinically ill. Well, I'll tell you what else makes him look clinically. Look at our stream yesterday. I mean, look at it. Look at his exploitative content. He's trying to make money off the backs, and I think I know why. I think I have to kind of. It's one of those things where you figure it out after the show. Because of his YouTube, what is it called? YouTube Kids Are Pedos or some stuff like that. Because of him lying to other creators about a video he's making and then reframing it the way he saw it, trying to capture their stupid fans. He's put a bad taste in everybody's mouth, a huge bad taste in everybody's mouth. So perhaps people that have seen my stuff, maybe in a tiny, tiny little bit, have been slowly moving away from him. We won't notice that he's losing Patreons because just after I pointed out how much money he's making for doing essentially 1 to 2 videos a year, he has removed the amount of Patreons he has, which at bare minimum, the last time we checked, was $14,000 a month for making. That's bare minimum. It's probably more like 20 or 30 to make bare minimum efforts. Now, what I'd like to ask him is something that guy, what's his name? Oh God, I gotta get this stupid thing off. Magnetar said.
That guy?
It's Magnetar said. Apparently, and this is the allegation from him, and I'd love to ask him this, but I don't think after Larry's he's gonna be coming on anybody's show anytime soon. How long have you known about that? Because Mag is saying you've known about that girl, that vampire, that black eye for years. Why now? Well, I think I know why. Because the clout ceiling's been hit. He put a bad taste in the commentary community's mouth. The fear that he's trying to instill in people to steal clout from them is actually kind of backfiring on him. So he's not growing. You have to collab to grow in this game. So it's not because he's greedy, probably wants more money. It's not as simple, easy to go to Charlie and say, look, I got this really important message. I want to really help kids. You threaten them because you're greedy and it's about money. So I'm hearing the girl that was presented as a victim, and strangely enough, I would say bizarrely enough, the one that's in his calls, this apparently was years ago. Years ago. Why would you pull the pin out of that grenade now? Wouldn't that be of the utmost priority? Or do we have to make it, I don't know, the reverse kiddie porn, the spectacular reverse kiddie porn that you're selling? See, I think he's realized he's capped. He's probably lost money. So his reaction to losing money, his reaction to getting YouTube strikes, oh, by the way, that behavior, we've seen that before in the past, is to swing his audience, to put the fear of appearing insensitive to predators. Now, the genie's out of the bottle with me. He's already claimed that. I already get attacked for being pro-pedo all the time. So I don't care. So I think it would be important to nitpick every piece of content that he has and goof on it. And maybe one day, and maybe some up and coming commentator that here's here right now, maybe just maybe you get a different type of Turkey Tom video. Because the idea that he's doing this for kids and not himself is starting to slip. There's too much entertainment in this to be anything other than a grift. He doesn't produce enough content and point off enough of these issues. He just talks about them in sort of a grandiose way. That shit everybody knows. Did you know there's child molesters out there? Yes. Yes, we did. We did. But this is not about helping kids. And he knows it. He knows I know it. That's the best part. He knows that I know it. So he really can't attack me. I didn't lose any subs or any kind of thing. I just got a bunch of heat from a bunch of kids that can barely spell. That doesn't transfer well. See, he doesn't realize, because probably people are blowing smoke up his ass all the time for being a hero, which he's not. I mean, guy couldn't even get out of the army without getting chaptered. I mean, how tough could he be? Hentai reader, for Christ's sakes. I'm gonna talk about hentai. Now I'm gonna save pedos. I'll walk the door to being a pedo, then I'll save you from pedos. Jesus.
I am your redemption.
I am your redemption. And that's the thing. That's how comical it is. And it just, so you start to look at his content, and this is why I never really want, it could only appeal to kids, because any adult that sees the type of content that he makes and what he tries to shift the narrative to, it looks like exploitation on the surface. The only people that doesn't look like exploitation to are young minds. It's just cool. I mean, I gotta admit, you know, if he's busted all these pedos, then yeah, that would be awesome. But he's not. He's taking a couple cases and acting like as if he was in the forefront. Buddy. He's not taking a helicopter. He's not getting plated up and getting a an M16 landing somewhere and Rambo-ing his way out. No, he's just making YouTube videos. He's a failed filmmaker. If another grift comes up, he'll be out the door. Just a YouTuber. But he has managed to hold it together for this long through fear. Who would be the best target for him and the worst target for him? MoistCr1TiKaL. MoistCr1TiKaL has a shit ton of young people. Probably the type of people that I've been interacting with on that particular video. The worst YouTube grift. MamaMax. Really, really, really naive children. There's a whole new world of naive children that can donate $5 a month on Patreon and feel like they're saving the world. There is no person over 25 that could possibly support this unless they're insane. Because you would like, yeah, I'm giving this guy $50 a month. Like, where's the progress? That's what an adult would say. A kid would be like, yeah, I give to MamaMax because he catches the pedos. Where's the pedos? I give to MamaMax because he catches the pedos? That's a kid. You know, that's a kid. So Critical responded, and I got some criticism of this response as well. Because let's be real here. He has no idea who MamaMax is. He just doesn't like the position that he was put in. He didn't give it any thought at all.
Stop ignoring MamaMax. Yeah, so here, you want me to talk about it a little bit? That rubbed me the wrong way. We talked like a month ago.
Did you plan for that, Max? Did you plan for him, or did you think you could fear him into it like he feared everybody else? All he had to say is, no, that rubbed me the wrong way. It's over. It's done. What was? I saw the chat in here. It was all a bunch. That was a different cut.
About like what he was working on in his investigation.
I bet you don't know anything about it, Charlie. There's no investigation.
And then apparently when I had COVID, he messaged me a couple times and I never saw it. And now he's taken that as me ghosting him and ignoring his very important mission. And it really rubs me the wrong way.
Blackmail rubs you the wrong way, Charlie? How much you want to bet that Charlie really ignored him until he couldn't?
Of just he jumping.
I had COVID. The only thing I could do is play video games on my computer.
To the most extreme possible explanation for me not seeing it, which is really fucking cringe. That did make me upset. There.
Did it?
Yeah, that really rubbed me the wrong way. I had COVID, and I barely used Discord in the first place. It was a miracle I ever even saw his message to begin with. And then I spent 12 days not doing anything online in bed. And during that time, apparently, it changed his whole framing of the video in order to make it like a Trojan horse of cancel Critical because he didn't respond to my messages and ghosted me.
Do you believe me now that I have inside information he's threatening people? Do you believe me now? Now, yeah, I'm sure you didn't threaten Critical. He's smarter than that. Do you believe me now? They're out there. These YouTubers, they're out there.
So yeah, that did rub me the wrong way. Good intentions, but I did not like that.
Really? Good intentions? Do you know what he intends to do? Does anybody know what he intends to do? What's the end game? He interviewed a girl. He interviewed a victim. That's it. That's all that ever comes from it. I don't know. Is Charlie been fooled or is he afraid? And he's just simply saying that, hey, I had COVID. I couldn't get back to anybody. Hoping he'd go away. And then hoping that he would go away. And then he didn't. What is he on to? Where is his progress? That is all-important mission. If you took just a second, even a quick look into this, you realize there's no there there. There never has been. Now, look, in fairness to Charlie, and he's in great company, nobody wants to see what happened to me and probably happened to others. If you get in this guy's way, he calls you a pedophile, and a bunch of 12-year-olds write you and tell you you're a pedophile. It's a rotten fucking feeling. But I got used to it. And that's why I'm going to be covering him a lot. Just tell Tyrone to stop stealing copper wires from my shed. Is that a what kind of reference is that?
Well, that's because I'm half gypsy, but I'm Romanian gypsy, not Irish gypsy, which is where that joke comes from.
Well, the Irish gypsies, I know they're called travelers, by the way.
Well, a lot of people still call themselves gypsies, though. I mean, they're all originally Romanian anyway.
Uh-oh. Hold on a second. Hang on. Hang on. I got something on here.
Oh.
Is Magnetar in the chat?
Yes.
Don't talk to anybody until you speak to me. One of those guys you absolutely shouldn't speak to under any circumstance. One of the guys works for Max. Don't talk to anybody. Don't do your own op. Don't do anything. Stick with us. In fact, shut down L incoming. Listen. Don't talk. You'll fuck it up. Like Edwin did. What was he? Was he sleeping with one of the girls? He
wasn't. He sexted one of the girls. He was having.
I'm gonna save you from that creep, MamaMax. You want to see my penis?
She I don't know. She showed her boobs to him on a live video call or something. I don't know.
He is a YouTuber. And this is him, creeping on me or something like that?
Deep fake voice line says, "Yo, Tommy C shot for the point for the win. He is right about you." Hey, maybe. I would love to have a conversation with him.
Then why did you call last night? See, the only time he ever wanted to come on and demanded, last time he said, I avoid him. I don't let anybody on until I'm done with the show. He can call in like anybody else.
I went to his chat today saying I'd love to talk to him soon.
Only in public. Never would talk to this guy in private. Only in public. And he thinks he's going to be able to manipulate me because he's a fucking, he's a half a sociopath. But I have sociopath immunity. I grew up with one. So he did go on last night. He had the opportunity. I would never talk to him privately. Ever, 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 ever. This is reacting to a video since no one else did. Well, I did. Why didn't you put that out there? That's right. Nobody reacted to your video. The Patreons aren't coming in. You're not going to be able to steal clout off of guys like Mudahar and Critical and any other guys. The entire commentary community is aware that your shit is a grift. And you probably are one video or one mistake of an avalanche of videos exposing you. Nobody believes, except Critical, that you're doing good for kids. It's gone. It's done. It's over with. It starts here, yes, Blair, and a bunch of other fucking guys that I can't think of right now. And I'm pretty sure you're next. I'm absolutely sure. Because on the surface, any MamaMax video that supposedly protects children is ridiculous. On the surface. And exploitive. On the surface. Visually. There's no secret here. You're not as good as one of those old Christian preachers from the Midwest that are bilking money out of old grannies. Right? And they're being kind of, we're doing it for Jesus and we're helping children and all that stuff and being real nice. No, it's on the surface. On the surface, any adult looks at your content and says, what the fuck is this? What is this? This is insane. How much does he make? 14K a month and above. What content does he produce? Well, maybe twice a year. Or he might come out to do drama with another drama YouTuber, and then say in the same breath, or do an entire video, how that's beneath him, and that more people should be worried about the mission. There is no mission. The mission is YouTube. It's always been. And this is the worst grift. The worst grift. Exploiting kids with his reverse kiddie porn. Nobody outside of kids. It'd be interesting if he has any more than 5 or 10. I would love to see his numbers on Patreon. How many people donate more than that? I bet not too many. Because only an adult could afford his other packages that produce no results. Nothing. It's a grift. It's a grift. So let's listen to.
Oh, by the way, Tommy. I just want to let you know that Colton's on the case. He's apparently going to be talking to Mama-Max, and he's going to be asking the hard-hitting questions. So
I already disavow. Good luck, Colton. We're not working with Colton, by the way.
Christ says, how has it worked historically? Serious question. So pick a side, YouTube. I think before that I did hashtag pedotube or something. Both of those worked tremendously.
For you. Can anybody name what got changed? What policy was changed after that? I can't.
No, it was all fucking.
It's all about you. You lost the video. And this is the first bad taste I was talking about. That's why you're seeing so much of Max. The Patreon's dropped.
Both of those got the attention of the entire community.
And for the adults, it was like, I can't believe how deceptive this is. You know?
Yeah.
But
is he saying
in those
YouTube
videos,
are
I
pedophiles
didn't
because he got a
talk
community
about
guideline strike?
Yeah.
the subjects that I usually talk about in my videos, whereas this video I did. This video we talked about what is happening, and I think that's why no one wants to touch it.
Oh. No, you. They don't think you're legit anymore. They think you're a YouTuber. Instead of trying to be a friendly person like an Alex and I'm really care about mental fitness month or some shit like that. You're a little more aggressive. He's passive aggressive. You're aggressive. Nobody's covering it because they're not buying it. And you can thank me for that. I think you underestimate, Max, your way of handling me backfiring on you. I think you're looking at just the likes and dislikes ratio. They're kids. They can't help you. The only thing that's held you up is fear. I hear a lot of talk that you work with hackers. I don't know if it's true. I hear a lot of word that you use IP grabbers and things of that nature. I have no idea if that's true. I haven't seen any evidence of the sort. And it's pretty clear that's what people talk about, by the way. And they saw what happened to me when I pointed out your shit was a grift. Which, by the way, I would have pointed out for just about anybody else, too. It's a grift. It's a grift. It's an evil grift. Why am I so personally attached to it? Because I don't like the idea of you ruining it for other people to take kids less seriously, and no one can take your videos seriously. So all this does in a YouTube space is it makes it harder for other kids to be taken seriously. That's right. You don't care because this is just a step to the next level. I had somebody wrote me on that video. I think, that's another thing I'm going to do. When he gets nailed, I'm going to read every one of those YouTube comments, and that's going to be an entire video. That'll be fun in itself. Can't wait. Can't wait.
Like I designed this to be reaction bait.
Yeah, of course. We predicted that move last night. That was funny, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he said, well, I got you to talk about it. Well, I don't have much of a fucking audience. Didn't you do a whole, in the summer of 2022, didn't you do an entire thing how, like, I'm nobody and I only have certain, he gave me a number because of my sub count, right? And tried to say, like, it's low, which is more YouTube talk. Yeah. That's YouTuber talk. That's not help kids talk. No, you didn't fool anybody. The only thing that's kind of comical, the only thing that's kind of comical is that Well, anybody bought this shit in the first place?
Like, literally, watch me brainwash your favorite influencers. Trigger warning. That's why it's designed the way it is.
He's playing 4D
and,
chess.
All the cult stuff. Then again, other times they were drama-oriented. Exactly. This isn't drama-oriented. No one gives a shit now. I was hoping that, like, putting Corpse Husband in here would have made it drama-oriented. But I think people, the drama channels can see, oh, this is a real story.
Look at these platitudes. We love you, Mama. Your work will not go unrecognized. And what kind of talk is that? That's somebody that's in. Somebody believes. That sounds like a religious cult-like statement to begin with.
Story with real
worship. It's not good. The way to catch those guys. It's fantastic what you're doing. No, because it is. It's just the stuff he makes is pornography. It just makes you feel like you did something. Pornography makes you feel like you had sex and you didn't. And this makes you feel like you helped and you didn't. You just lined this guy's pockets. He can sleep till noon every day because of you and pretend to like kids when he actually has to do his job.
Survivors. I don't want to touch it. That's how I feel. It's too real for them. Exactly.
It's too real for them.
That's how.
And you call everybody pedos. You did an entire video. Basically, like, I had to do this publicly because you won't cooperate with me. Nobody. What that mean when the guy shoots the other guy? What happened? Why won't you work with me? You're running out. It's almost over. You're running out. Imagine that's the thing that's really comical. The fact that he thought it would work this long. Because he thought because nobody made a video on, nobody struck back, that they must be okay with it. They must still believe his bullshit. Less and less people are believing your bullshit every single day. Every day. They're not believing it.
That's what I'm thinking is happening. Spencer, what do you think?
Yeah, I agree on that. And I'm I'm sorry, I was reading
Paying attention.
That's me sometimes. Yeah, Tommy, I agree
that's
with
exactly
you.
what it was. That's what I was thinking. All right, what do you
Amazing.
got? What do you got, Tyrone? Anything interesting?
Well, I found a bunch of clips from old MamaMax streams, with one saying that he designed all of it to be reaction based, and he's going over how to generate controversy himself.
The only guy reacting is me.
Yeah.
He goes, this is what by design. Well, I said it was a grift. You're like the only reason other people didn't cover. Oh, and the lyrics did too. So the reaction you stirred is criticism that this whole thing is a bit. It's a grift.
Yeah.
Way to go. 4D chess.
Yeah, I'll give you that clip, Tommy.
Is it the clip we just reacted to? Or is it another one?
It might be a different.
Because we just reacted to him saying it's
So
bait or whatever.
Christ says,
Oh wait,
Yeah,
fuck!
it is.
I already
It
wait.
is.
I
It's
got the wrong
same
time.
thing.
Over there.
It's all right. It's all right. It's all right.
Okay,
Oh, here's my personal favorite: cults. Cults. I went through this shit in the '80s. The cults were blamed for everything, even though you couldn't name a member. Everything from the Son of Sam to kids killing themselves. It's cults. Cults are great. You know why? You can say there's cults out there. You can't identify them or a leader or anything else. You can blame anything on them. Now, cults exist, but they usually have an address. How online cults. This is a perfect place to go. I wouldn't be a bit surprised if he looked at the tactics of the whole satanic panic thing. The only difference is that was kind of organic, the satanic panic in the 80s.
Okay.
But
Wait,
he
Tommy,
looked,
do the lyrics one first, not Mudahar.
no, where's the lyrics one? Okay.
Should be underneath the MoistCr1TiKaL.
Where did I put that? I thought I did the lyrics one. Oh, okay. I'm sorry, I didn't. All right, here we go. 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 All right There we go.
Victims.
Yes, she is the lead plaintiff. She is the main
Lead
survivor.
victim.
Yeah, there you go.
The main character survivor. Yeah, base. Okay. But dude, I support your recent crusade against this like black vampire pedophile. How's it going?
I really appreciate that, man. Thank you.
Yeah.
I
we gotta get
literally
him off
join,
the
and that is the
streets.
first thing I hear.
Yeah, we gotta get him off the street.
I do like Lyrics is fair for me. He's been doing good things. Lyrics.
It's okay. How did he like indoctrinate these people? This guy's like horrible.
Spencer, please take it away.
Fucking kick. He would find those of us that were kind of iffy on what we believed when it came to religion, and if we believed in ghosts and shit, he would like slowly work in other supernatural shit.
How old was she at the time of this happened?
16.
Okay.
And yeah, he made some people think they were vampires, some thought they were werewolves, some thought they were both, some thought they were grim reapers or whatever. I don't fucking know. But there was a lot of manipulation. And
So does
it
it like
was
go for minors? Like how old were you when he like fucking like convinced you were a vampire or something?
I was 16, but there were members as young as 11 and 12.
Wait, so these children got indoctrinated by Count Blackula?
Way to get a reaction, MamaMax!
I bet MamaMax is thinking, who the fuck am I talking to right now? What the fuck? Where what exit did I just get off on? What's going on?
Come on.
No.
Oh no, what have I done?
Don't worry, guys. I'm gonna get Charlie to support us, and I'll get some more Patreons. No, you got Lyrics. Good luck.
Lyrics and Colton.
Oh God, that's hysterical.
Sensitive matter.
I joke about it too.
Wait, so
Okay.
what did he convince you to be? Like a werewolf?
This is the way to be on the internet. Be like Lyrics. Don't give a fuck.
Vampire? What are we talking here?
He convinced me that I was a vampire, and then later on, after he quote unquote broke up with me, I was a hybrid of a werewolf and a vampire.
Did this guy actually molest anybody?
Yes, she's on the record by saying he sexually assaulted multiple underage women.
She's
as
on the
well
record.
as
Was she
Yeah,
assaulted?
yes,
But we don't.
not from her allegedly. Yes,
Allegedly,
yes.
but there's
Yes.
there's no arrest, there's no police report, there's
There
nothing.
were a police report was made at some point, but the cop, from what she says, the cops didn't do anything about it.
That's usually a sign. Is like you don't got nothing.
I don't know.
That's
I'm just
usually
going.
a sign that
I
you-
watched the whole podcast.
That's usually a sign
the
you
whole
don't got nothing, and that'd be perfect for MamaMax. This is a person that he can put out there. It'll never get investigated, never get charged. He'll never have to commit to actually putting the guy in jail. He's perfect. He's a perfect fucking target. He's perfect.
Yeah.
And he's black, so nobody will care. You know?
Oh,
My black audience will be like, wait, what?
a hybrid. Okay.
Yeah, he got deep into it. He also took a lot of his shit from like the stupid shows like Supernatural and
Twilight.
Teen Wolf and all that shit.
I like
This guy does sound like a fucking first-class creep.
exactly.
How old was he? How old was he at the time?
At the time he was 18, but he was also messing with girls that were like 13.
13, 12, okay.
He put on,
Exactly.
I saw your video. He put on a pretty convincing performance, with those like fake teeth and everything. Like he had me sold, I probably would have got.
Is he gonna goof on the victim?
He doesn't care, man. Lyrics
Lyrics
just
don't
doesn't give a fuck.
man.
groomed too. He could have got me if he would have just like.
This is some 4D chess by MamaMax. You get a guy that doesn't give a shit that this girl was fucking victimized. That's really great work. This will be great in Turkey Tom's next video. It'll be funny as hell.
his eyes on the little boys. Is it only girls or
Yeah.
does he go
By
for
Wesley
boys?
Snipes.
Look at
Blade.
him. Just like a tit. He's going along with it and laughing and fucking giggling about it, not taking it seriously. Because it's not serious. It's
Well,
just
what you don't know-
YouTube. What?
What you don't know is Lyrics actually carved the name Max on his chest.
Oh, that's so funny.
Goes for any.
By the way, I'm not supporting anything Lyrics is doing, but it's exposing. You know, one of the things I like about it is exposing Max. He's going along with it because he's probably one of these people that, just goes along with things because it works for him. It's kind of short path of least resistance. So instead of standing up and say, "How dare you talk to her that way," which would be the normal response, he's like, "Blackula, ha 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 ha."
It doesn't matter what you identify as. There were a lot of boys in the cult, but we just haven't been able to get into contact with any of them.
Okay. So wait, this aside, MamaMax, I know you've been you've been catching a lot of flack recently. You've been catching a lot of criticism for the way you're going around like handling this situation with your calls to action and whatnot like that. Specifically, I wanted to, I guess, talk to you because my main critique for you, I guess, is that in your most recent video where it was a direct call to action, like calling out MoistCr1TiKaL. I don't know a better word other than just saying it was just it came across as really manipulative, and that you were kind of, I guess, weaponizing your audience in a sense to then kind of get them to be forced to respond to you. Because I was being charitable when I first saw your Discord DMs that you leaked in the thing. You said, you know what, if there's no obligation to cover this, there's no expectation, and that's fine. Which that was a normal, respectful DM, and that's fine.
That's not the one everybody gets.
I think that's the good way to go about it. Because just because
he thinks you're stupid. If he thinks you're stupid, then he sends you the other DM.
10 million subscribers.
Hence why I didn't get a DM about sending him a video. Like I said, he followed me since 2016. Almost everybody I knew that knew him also got that. So when I said that sounds like a bunch of bullshit, he put me and Jeff in a video, and my critics that want to help the pedos. Yeah. We should get that. I'd love to get that clip again. Right when I told him to suck my dick.
Yeah, I'm sure it's gonna pop up again.
Find that for me. Go. I forget which one's called. It probably wouldn't be too hard of a search. I want to see that.
You don't have an obligation, or there shouldn't be an expectation that you talk about the real world issues. But then you make a video adding him, getting your whole fan base involved, and you kind of know what you're doing. You're sending your audience to go and tell him, if you don't cover this, you don't care about these kids or these people who got taken advantage of. So I guess how would you respond to that critique? How do you justify that, the way you went about it?
I did not mean for it to come off as if you don't respond, you don't care about kids. It was more so, this is an important issue. You are an important person who can save lives with literally one upload.
So he's basically going to tell you, I didn't try to force it. And then he's going to explain how he forced it. You're important.
About it. This is my one shot at getting your attention. Here we go.
Well, I mean,
he has no answer.
What if I told you, I guess right now, you're covering serious issues with your YouTube channel. But what if I told you, there's a bigger issue even going on, even than what you're covering with Israel and Palestine. So why aren't you making videos about that? I feel like you can always play this game saying that the thing you're covering right now, it's not as important as this other huge world issue. Where, obviously, I wouldn't put that standard on you just because you have 760K.
Yeah, why not serial killers? Why just child molesters? That's a good point.
Subs, you shouldn't have an obligation to cover these things just because you're a big YouTuber,
Well, so the reason why I went after Charlie is because
went after.
I feel like.
Wait a minute. Did he just say that he didn't go after him, and then he said, Wait a minute. The way I went after. We know why you said it. We know why you didn't go after Charlie. We know exactly why. We know exactly why. He didn't answer your DMs. You said it.
Uploads daily. He live streams a lot. It wouldn't be too hard to
push my fucking video. Say he wants you to come on. See, this is what Max wants. Hey, listen, there's this guy that's doing an amazing thing for children. I think you should support him. That's what he wants, because that's money. That's money. He's even. I even got a comment on the worst YouTube grift. that when I did a video on him. God, that's almost a year ago. I think I did it in December, right?
Yeah.
Like I even got a comment. It's like, well, he can't make money on his videos, and he does. He sets them all to what do you call it? The fucking setting.
Demonetize, unmonetize.
Yeah, he demonetizes the bottom. Yeah, they don't even know about his Patreon. His Patreon's amazing.
You know, just make one upload about it. Whereas, like,
by the way, I have one too, and I'll never tell you to fucking gotta repeat my bullshit. Just listen to it.
If it's like, I'm not.
You don't even have to listen to it. Just send me money every month.
I'm gonna reach out to like Lex Friedman or Andrew Huberman, who are already doing important work.
Lex Friedman wouldn't touch you with a 10-foot pole. Wow, you're shooting hard. You're shooting high. Yeah, I could see why. I could see why you went for Charlie first, because he's an egomaniac.
Dear Joe Rogan, there is this vampire groomer that needs to be stopped. We need your help, Joe Rogan.
The only thing you are is comic relief.
Like you said, like Israel versus Palestine.
Look, I don't know anything about pedos and fucking kids. I don't know anything about Israel and Palestine either. So I mean, you kind of put me in a rough spot here.
I don't know. I think it is true. People could.
Look, what do you expect? I get kicked out of the army because I fucking miss my girlfriend. You know, I mean, what do you want from me? I'm a YouTuber.
Reaching out to me, hey, why aren't you covering this? But it's like, I feel like what I'm working on with Spencer and the survivors is important enough to put my focus into. Whereas with someone like Charlie, I feel like he could be doing more with each upload, you know?
We all could be doing more. That's the thing. He does. He hits all the proper, like, oh, there's cults out there, and you know, we all could be doing more. What is that? How much? How little? I bet he doesn't have an answer. Doing more.
Max could be doing more. He could do actually something.
Yeah. Doing more is, and I got news for you. I mean, like Charlie is not stupid enough just to shout you out. Charlie would probably be like, well, what charity are we working with? Because I'm sure he knows a lot about that. Probably a lot more than I do. And that's where you exit. Because that money doesn't go to you. You're exploiting that fucking girl. You're exploiting all those kids, and you're lining your pockets. There is no end game. That's why you can always do more. Because you can never define more. You can never show who you helped. Is Count Blackula still flying around as a bat freely? Yes. He's just a YouTube. That's another thing. He's just a YouTube creep. It sounds like.
Okay, buddy.
Has anybody named him? And I'm sorry, I understand why these girls want to come out and say, he molested me. Is a girl named? Not her. A girl said, or a guy said, this guy put his hands on me.
She read off some of the.
Has a girl said that you know?
I don't know.
Okay, fair enough.
I don't fucking know.
So the podcast you want, there was no girl that said he put his hands on me.
Aside from Spencer, right? Spencer did say that, yeah. Aside from
that's
Spencer,
not really good fucking evidence.
She did read off perspectives.
She has third-hand witness testimony. We have no direct witness testimony that you saw. And interesting enough, he left it out of the video. Would have been a lot more enticing to come in and donate or get involved if you knew what was happening. So all he essentially did is called Count Blackula pedo. Charlie, why aren't you mentioning my name more? Hey, YouTube, why'd you take down my video, even though there's nudity in it? Yeah, that's why the video went down. It wasn't because YouTube is pro-pedo. Actually, I think he got Ant-Man fucked. You know that? This is always a guess of mine. Because he went on that whole fucking thing, and then Ant-Man started saying, YouTube's homophobic, and they fucking slapped his monkey ass.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that, because I think somebody in there, probably somebody's gay, if I had to guess, had enough.
Yeah.
And Ant-Man got what MamaMax should have.
I mean, no, I hear you.
And it's so built in, you know. It's so built in. If he gets demonetized or something like that, and then he can like cry about being demonetized, even though he doesn't really make any loot in YouTube, and get more. And that's all this is a grift, man.
and like you're right. If MoistCr1TiKaL did make a video talking about this situation, assumingly, I think you were asking him to do it so more victims would potentially come out, so you could get a better case to get him, just file a police report better. That's what I assume you're contacting him for, and that is true. If you would make a video, you probably would have a more successful time doing that, or like filing the reports. But I mean, I just don't think. I think you're trying to
extort,
force him in a sense, or try to like use this moral superiority,
blackmail,
guilt, like to
blackmail.
guilt trip him into covering it at this point, and trying to manipulate him into doing it, which I think just makes you look bad in the whole thing, and kind of trivializes the thing you're trying to call out, and having a whole bunch of people like me just roll their eyes at the situation because of the way you're covering it, which is just doing you a disservice.
At least I have your eyes, though.
I mean, don't you think you made like
this is the old I accuse somebody falsely of rape excuse. Well, at least you know more about rape than you did yesterday. What? You accused somebody falsely. You know?
Bigger documentaries in hour-long videos before, and they get way more attention, way more views. Don't you think the strategy would it would serve better if you just made a fully fleshed
No, how am I going to get money from that?
documentary explaining it? And we've seen like MoistCr1TiKaL, he reacts to videos all the time on stream. I guarantee if you would make a big hour to 2 hour long documentary, sent it to fucking MoistCr1TiKaL, he would cover it way easy. Like there's much a higher chance that he would cover it on stream and give more eyes to it.
And he probably could make more money that way. Because let's face it, he is a professional. You're making $14K a month doing this. You're a professional pedo hunter.
As opposed to the approach you're taking now, and we're trying to manipulate him and guilt trip him into covering it.
You said MamaMax would show up today. Get the fuck out of here, Matt. Get the fuck out of here.
Dead. You know what I mean?
I said he might.
I get what you're saying. So
No, you don't.
The thing is, this is all part of the documentary. Like all the live streams, all the videos, all the reaching out, this is all going into the documentary. The thing is, we wanted action as soon as possible because we are trying to bring together hundreds of child survivors that might still be in Camden's cult. And the urgency I felt justified the means.
How much you want to bet we're talking about 20 kids tops? How much, like, it's just a Discord.
I think.
Did you go to law enforcement with it?
Spencer?
Yes. So back when I had left the cult, was probably about a couple months afterwards. One of the members, actually the girl that introduced me to Camden, she threatened the life of my sister, and my sister was only 4. So after that, I was like, I have to do something. So
you had to think about it?
I did report it. I managed to get into contact with Trafficking 911. They got all the evidence from me and everything, and
Who were they?
I'm guessing like some child trafficking fucking organization.
Trafficking 911. It's non-profit. It's not a cop.
North Texas-based nonprofit
Okay.
organization.
Let's get it. Let her finish.
they said that they went to the FBI with it, and we never.
She didn't call the cops. So she just pulled the Bowbacks here. She went to Trafficking 911. She went to website. Now, in fairness to
It's
her,
possible she was recommended
to
there
you go to
something.
cops. You go to the cops. They didn't make a police report. That's a no. No. Yeah, I'm sure Trafficking 911. I mean, like, because I don't know. By the way, this looks a lot more legit, if I had to guess, than. But then again, we don't know shit about them either. Our impact, total use serves. Wow. So wait a minute. This big site, Trafficking 911, he's talking about hundreds, and they've only served 300 to boot. That's a big. 89 service provided, goals achieved. What was the goal? Where achieved to see an accomplishment and self-determined goals in a partnership. That's a fucking more gobble. There's so much gobbledygook around this shit.
Once heard back from them. Another member, after she was sexually assaulted by Camden, she called the police did a rape kit and everything. She ended up pregnant, and the detectives ghost her.
That's a fucking lie. She needs to come. I'm sorry, and I can hold her. I can hold her for this now. She got pregnant, so we got direct DNA evidence that he impregnated. How old did he say that kid was? This is bullshit.
Another member, after she was sexually assaulted by Camden, she called the police, did a rape kit and everything. She ended up pregnant, and the detectives ghost her.
Too convenient. You have direct DNA evidence, and the cops. We don't do the cops over. They're fucking St. Louis cops or the Los Angeles cops. Nothing. This is bullshit.
I think it happened in Georgia.
Georgia. We have nothing. We don't have police report. We don't know who this girl is. This is all third hand, for Christ's sakes. Why is she speaking for these people? Why isn't he showing a police report? Oh, I know. He's using her. Because if the whole thing falls apart, he says, well, she lied to me. I was trying to help kids. That's bullshit. Why couldn't you hold their feet to the fire? This girl's pregnant with this guy's child. Here's the fucking evidence. Why haven't you done anything, Sheriff? Demanded it. In fact, I'll tell you something. I'll throw it up. The girl that got pregnant and the cops that I will start on this channel right now. I will demand, I'll call Georgia every day that there's an investigation into ignoring this particular case. I'll do it every fucking day.
And then
I'll record it and I'll upload it. And they won't be able to do shit to me because I'm in Germany. I'll do it I won't wait 6 months. I'll do it every fucking day. But you got to show me she got pregnant. You got to show me all this. I mean, they have a rape kit that they sat on? What fucking police department in Georgia sat on a rape kit? These are serious allegations. Serious. Allegations like that could cause a riot. And that's why he said, Spencer, because she gets to take the heat if it all falls apart. I guarantee you I won't hear a fucking word. This is second and third hand. And no wonder if the cops aren't investigating, you probably got third hand shit. Now you're telling me you got direct shit. And this is something the false accusers do a lot. The cops won't do anything. We'll show a police report. Let's hold the cops' feet to the fire. I did that already. Bring it. Bring it. Bring it. Show me the proof. I'll do something because we'll put pressure on that police department. I want to know that means you have to give me something. Not even something. You have to give me everything. All of it. Yeah, source, trust me. That's exactly what it is. Source, trust me. He raped a girl, got her pregnant, had a rape kit, and nothing happened. The cops should be in prison. You just tapped out and went to MamaMax, the professional pedo hunter that makes his money, his living. He makes more money in 3 months than most Americans make within 2 years. He makes more on average than more Americans, and he produces nothing. This is the kind of shit that we get. Trust me, bro. This is shit.
Other member that about a year and a half after she officially left.
Where are the other fucking commentators? Oh, you say, well, they won't cover it, it's too real. No, they don't cover it because they're fucking scared. And the cowards. What police department? Why would she say the Georgia Police Department? I've called the cops in the States before. I can do it again. Fuck, I can record them and show that they're blowing me off. I got all motherfucking day to do it. Oh, what time to get in? 8 o'clock? That's 2 o'clock for me? I got plenty of time before I go live. This is a scam.
theft, she filed a CPS report.
Yeah, the Georgia PD. What department? How many counties are there in Georgia? Let me give you an idea. Hold on. Georgia. Let's say Georgia counties. Oh, country code. Give me an idea. Look at this. Look at this. Look at that. That's all the counties. Each county would represent several departments depending on the size of the county, population-wise. See, they count on fucking people. Like, this is what MamaMax counts on, that they don't know anything on how anything works. That's why kids are his victims.
That's 159, by the way.
And they have
the only state
DNA
with more
evidence.
Counties is Texas.
So they have walking, talking DNA evidence in a child, if the child wasn't aborted, and they did nothing. Let's hold their feet to the fire. Right, chat? Put it in one in the chat if you want to hold Georgia PD, well, somebody, accountable for not following this up. Put a one in the chat. Let's do this. Let's ask MamaMax. Let's get that police department. Come on, let's do it. Let's save the kids, everybody. Come on, let's do it. Let's go. Let's go. Let's save the kids. Let's go. Let's get these cops fired. How fucking dare they? Edward Jen, I heard we're taking advantage of girls. Taking a second of life out of the room. How dare they? What? Name the police department. Let's motherfucking go.
To Georgia. So he has been reported, but there has been nothing that has come out of this.
Correct.
All right. So how many times have you gone to the FBI? Because I
look at fucking lyrics. Like, what the fuck?
I believe, I could be wrong on this, but I believe you have to like sort of harass them a couple times before.
I have a feeling. I don't want to put words in his mouth. I don't think he believes her. Now, I don't know whether to believe her or not. I don't know if she's a victim of something. I don't know. But I know that statement is worth holding her accountable for. She's now coming out in the public, and I think that's why she's here. She's going to take the brunt of the bullshit story. She just gave me just enough where I can make a video and probably lean on freaking MoistCr1TiKaL. Hey, Charlie, is this the fucking good work that you're talking about him doing? This really important issue? Oh, when you put a little bit of a microscope on it, just sounds like bullshit.
Before they actually.
God, that's so true.
Yeah, it is ridiculous.
So what you're telling me is Max, on the story for years, is intending to go to the cops a rape baby. He calls out critical. Yeah, he calls out critical. They got a child as a result of a rape? And the first thing he thinks is YouTube? The other baby didn't make it?
Like, apparently he got a lot of them pregnant multiple times and forced miscarriages.
Multiple times. Forced miscarriages.
Yeah.
So we have tons of fucking evidence. Physical. And nothing happened. The cops wouldn't touch it. I guess what? Because they hate women? That would make some. That would make some cop's career. That would make. I know how police departments work. I know how lawyers work. All that. They want to bust shit like that because it gets them promoted. Not every cop. Most cops. This big secret about soldiers too. Most soldiers aren't fucking patriots. They're like 1 out of 5. Most cops don't give a shit about their town. What both cops and soldiers care about is getting promoted. Like at your job. Because it is just a job at the end of the day. Some do. They're called good cops. Some do. They're called great soldiers. But not everybody has a political motive. We had that lawyer, Leo Lesser, in here. He explained it perfectly, especially with like district attorneys and things like that. They ignore the stuff, or they don't charge people that can either not help them get promoted, right? Or if they don't do anything, it'll get them demoted. That's why, and they'll charge somebody for something. That's the work. If you fall in between, if you get lucky and you commit a crime, fall in between, Or you fall in, if I charge this guy, it's going to be my ass. You don't get charged. That's the way it works being a soldier. That's the way it works being a cop. So you mean to tell me that these cops in Georgia, no idea where they're from, blew this off? For political reasons? They hate women? They like vampires? Were they just afraid of Blackula? I'd be. Or is it a hunk of horseshit?
I was just a kid and I did not know exactly what I was supposed to do.
How long ago did you say this was?
This was about 7 years ago.
Yes.
7 years. Okay. Have you gone to the
7 years ago?
Yeah.
So 16? How old is she? She's fucking 25.
If she's 16, 17, 18, 19, 21. Yeah, 23.
Now I'm blaming her for that. Yeah, this is what what's his face is talking about. This thing's been known for years. He pulled it out and fucking tried to whip it on. Yeah, this is just one thing he thinks he can sell. He's selling exploitation.
FBI recently?
Not recently, but that's why we're trying to get more survivors, because we need to build a solid case. And
So the case wasn't solid before?
Well, I think I don't know. I think she's trying to say like she's trying to get
these
multiple
are. I
girls
understand she's going to build
out.
stuff up, but what she said, she had DNA. She said she had a child. Pregnancy. It doesn't get more solid than that. Why would you need more people? Or there's two things going on here, because I'm not going to totally dump on her. She's been talked into this. She doesn't know what she's talking about. That's it. And she doesn't know how to handle it because she's barely an adult. She may be thinking all the best right here, but this is no way to handle it. It is a good way to get attention. What did I do that? This is a Google Doc accusation. That's all it is. Hey, Max, come on. Make me look like a bastard that hates fucking women. Come on. Bring it. Do your act here. Come on. Do your act here. Tell me how a police department in Georgia let a guy go, raped a girl, and got her pregnant. Come on. Well, I don't know anything. Spencer has all the information. Really? Sounds like perfect protection. Come on, bitch. Come on. Let's do it. Let's go. Scammer. Feeling that pressure? There's a lot more coming. Not for me. As soon as somebody gets the balls, you're Illuminati.
And that requires
A lot of commentators watch me.
having more voices.
That makes sense. I understand.
Okay.
Colin's on the job.
I want to go back to the approach though, because I'm here to talk about that mainly. You know, they're doing their own thing with like filing the reports or whatever, but I'm more of like my critiques
I know where you're going.
Fucking like MamaMax going about this, because I know a lot of people, and I know
He's reeling it in. He's playing it.
but you've seen the comments too, MamaMax. You can't deny a lot of people are writing off your story just because of the way that you're covering it and the way that you're going about it. Like, you've seen that, right?
Yes, sir. Let me just read off this donation from Car Pimp. She said,
He's massive. He's a masterful politician.
"Guilt trip. I wish YouTubers cared about victims." And
That is what they call a red herring.
I don't know. I feel like I've talked to other pedo hunters and other people who've
Who?
Are you a pedo hunter?
Who talks? Yeah. He picked up on that. I'll let him go.
I was. Now I'm.
That's a hell of a name, you know. Job
I
application.
appreciate it.
It pays well. You got to give him that, lyrics.
But I don't know. We always receive pushback. Always. Like,
Yes.
it doesn't matter. Like, no one likes the way you cover a specific thing because it's
No, because it's a joke. You turn into a horror movie.
It is a sensitive topic that is always
That's okay. I hear what you're saying. That's a really convenient way to wipe off any criticism, though, and say like, people are not going to like it no matter what I'm doing. So therefore, I can never.
Well,
you're doing it a unique
also,
way. There's been multiple like predator hunters. Yes. Of course, you have fucking like retards like those like predator poachers guy who were just trying to insult EDP back in the day, trying to do that sting or whatever. Those guys are fucking dipshits.
One of the guys wrote in the chat that EDP did more to catch fucking pedophiles than MamaMax. He kind of did. He actually brought real attention to the fucking problem.
That's how you don't cover it. But you can cover these things the right way and the wrong way. And I think you've seen an overwhelming amount of people saying that you're covering it a wrong way and you're going about it the wrong way, where it's just like getting people to like more trivialize it and laugh at it as opposed to like really caring. Like I'm not gonna lie, man. I watched your video and it was so over dramatic. It almost just became like a parody of like a pedo hunter.
I don't like pedos. They're bad.
Dad, I'm autistic and I gave lyrics the pass. It's fine.
Am I not allowed to say retard?
I am.
Come on.
I gave you the pass. We're good.
Yeah.
A lot of people are offended. Like,
okay.
So this is
guys. I'm fucking autistic. I have Down syndrome. Okay.
Okay.
Just answer what I said. Come on. We're not here to like me. We're here to have a conversation.
What do you think, Spencer?
I'm so sorry, I spaced out a little bit.
Oh, you're okay.
Here, I'm asking you. Are you asking for approval on my slur usage?
I personally do not care, but
yeah, I mean, come on, give me a break.
So
it's
shut
like,
up, retard, talk.
You're like 27.
But, right, yeah, let's get back on top. It's just chat, just working. It's fine.
You got a whole bunch of like fucking 14-year-old girls in the chat.
They're all retarded.
Spencer, what do you think, Spencer?
I mean,
dude, this is
behind
so
closed
cringe.
doors. It's one thing, but this is like
Shut up.
live with a whole bunch of people, and it's probably
I'll
better
turn
not
down.
to say stuff like that.
I'll turn down.
Right, we won't say it anymore. We won't.
Okay.
We won't
my
say it
apologies to all the fucking kids.
This is another read.
We would really appreciate that. Thank you.
This is another red herring. I thought you didn't care. Oh, I know what you're trying to do. You're trying to hang with the edgy boy and then also lick their ass.
No problem, man.
So to address what you were saying, so you said I went at it a unique way, right? And that makes people laugh at it.
It more came across as parody, and you were just wiping it off as saying that, any way that people cover this, they're always gonna have you're always gonna have haters, you're always gonna have complaints. But that's not true. That's a very convenient way to wipe off any criticism. But you did it a uniquely different way that is getting you a lot of shit.
I think a lot of people do deal with pushback, but that is not what my response is. I'm just
he should go into politics, because this is what it sounds like.
Putting that out there. I did go about it a unique way, and
and it's indefensible, and you're seeing it. He can't defend his own content. What he does is indefensible. You can't defend it to an adult. And lyrics, let's say so.
You may not have liked it, but there are other people who are saying,
like 12-year-olds,
you're doing the right thing. Keep up the good fight.
And those same people are telling me they're glad I got molested. You deserved it.
I feel like everyone's going to have a different opinion about it, no matter which way you slice it.
No matter which way you slice it, as long as you get a new Patreon, I'm okay. Jesus Christ. For fuck's sake, it's too funny.
Man, you really give vague answers, don't you?
Well, what were you looking for?
I answer the question.
Okay, so I guess circling back around to the thing I was talking about, where it comes across as manipulative, how you were trying to, I guess, guilt trip Charlie into covering this. I guess
it would be a guilt trip if he didn't cover it, and then I started harassing him. I think so. What I was doing,
that's what you did though. You DM'd him for days on end, And then once he didn't respond to your DM, you then made it a public thing and added him, and then like try to get your audience to go and like shit on him and say, "Hey, MamaMax is trying to contact you," and you know what you're doing. Like you know what those people are gonna say. They're gonna be mad and saying, and they're gonna have the implication that Charlie isn't covering this.
It's coming to an end, Max. It's
really use his platform for good
almost
causes. He must not be looking out for kids that are like getting abused by this black like vampire pedophile. You know.
I think I made it clear in the video that he has stood up for injustices before, and that's why I'm reaching out to him. And doing so publicly because that will get his attention. Does that make sense?
No.
Yeah, but inherently
Is
it
it
just
okay
comes.
if I add something? Just can't add something real quick.
No, shut the fuck.
He was counting on Lyric's being stupid. And Lyric's pretty stupid with his fucking DMs in the screen, but other than that, he's pretty smart.
Shut the fuck up.
Okay.
So,
Sorry.
okay, just like the thing is that like watching your video, you even put like little videos of dogs together. It was so funny. It was like, MoistCr1TiKaL, look, here's a video of you playing with your dogs. Look, I have dogs too. And all these victims, they have dogs too. Why don't we just hold hands and get along together? It just came across as like very, very, very manipulative. And this guy didn't respond to your text messages
Extortion.
for seemingly a reason. Do you think he just didn't see them and like you thought you couldn't contact him anywhere else other than making a public video, in a sense calling him out? Or do you think he just, so you think he didn't see them, or he just chose to ignore you?
It could
I
have
think he chose to ignore you.
been either. I don't
I think Charlie plays things safe.
know what the situation was, but
And Charlie knows how ugly this can get.
I felt it was a subject matter that required his attention, and I still do think it would require his attention. I think he could do I think a video from him could be very helpful to the survivors. I still believe that.
I wouldn't do it on your survivors.
You know, I agree.
I wouldn't touch this issue. If I were Charlie, want to do some good, I'd just do some fundraising.
But I guess like,
And he doesn't need MamaMax to do fundraising for survivors. He doesn't need them. He's the most powerful people on the internet. That guy could literally fart for 2 seconds and he'd get 1 million views. Probably get 3 million views. Probably pretty weird. He doesn't need you. You need him. For you, not for kids.
the difference is that it feels like you're imposing this standard, like you're trying to push this standard onto him.
First Kiss Doodle donated $5 and said, "Lyrics, I hope
Wow.
you find your clout somewhere else. Please stop derailing the conversation about edgy content and minimizing the victim."
Are we reading donations?
Wow. See that this is when he pushed a little bit. Then he gets to this is now he's not being passive aggressive anymore.
Do you want me to read my donations? Like, what are we? I'm having a conversation.
No.
What the fuck? Who cares about like shit or chat?
Why don't you just say? I don't know why Lyrics just say you're deliberately avoiding me, and I think he thinks a grift. How do that?
Yeah,
Matters.
it would have been funny if Lyrics started reading his donations. Like, Nigward Tentacles donated $4 saying N-I-G.
Like, I'm sure like a lot of people have called you cloud chasers. Like, those people are tards. Oh, sorry. Okay.
Well, I'm just reading a...
Horse shit.
Okay, but...
All right. Look. So I'm gonna butt in. Lyrics, shut up. So I think it isn't
why
the
is he hanging
potential
around Colton?
like outcome
Colton's,
of critical being
his
seen
new
as some
sidekick.
guy who like doesn't care about children? Isn't that like
I wish Colton would go back to harassing Repsion. I miss those.
a potential takeaway much worse, is much greater of an effect than it's worth to like make?
I like when he fought what's his name, Doc on the radio.
Yeah.
He said he's really weird.
Now he's taking himself too seriously.
Oh, is he? Great.
I'd like to talk to you about the child.
A public
exploitation
video
of your
like and again you say that it's like just suggesting that he covers this, which again would be fine if it were private, but in the video it's framed with like the darkness of like with the tone and everything and the editing, it's framed like it's like the end of the world, like you need to do this, like it's the presentation feels a lot more serious than just a suggestion like, hey, I think you should cover this because it would really help. Because if he wanted to, and if he felt that
MamaMax makes more sense. Oh
he was in a position to where his voice could significantly impact the
There's
conversation.
a point in
around
there
this
somewhere, Tommy, I
unfortunate
swear.
situation. Then
This is easier to find in Max's video. At least Max wants money.
I feel like he would have opened the DM if he were, like paying attention to this
This
stuff.
is probably what
And if he
MamaMax
wanted to,
is
then
every
he would
time he
have
has
gone
to
through
talk
with
to one
it.
of
But
his
I feel like
fans.
him just not
Max is like, this guy's good.
responding sort of shows that either he doesn't want to make a video on the situation or doesn't feel that he's in a position to positively affect it. So doesn't
Wait,
I don't know,
like Secure says in Colton's defense, he was very, very high.
That's not a good idea.
Maybe this is not the time. I don't know.
I'm kind of spoiling it, but it's really funny when this ends and MamaMax leaves.
Molestation, molestation victims drunk stream on next week on Sunday. Tommy said,
No, when this ends and MamaMax leaves, Colton's like, "Why didn't you let me talk, Lyrics? I had way better points than you. You should have let me talk."
Isn't
I
that
could have
videos-
owned them."
we really should ask name. We should ask name the police department. That's my name. What is the name of the police department?
seems sort of redundant if it's just copying like what you said in the DM.
So the question is, does the video feel redundant because it's repeating what was said in the DMs?
Yeah.
Is that your?
Yeah, I'm kind of sticking up for Max on this one.
Oh yeah.
I think it's the first time Max hasn't been deceptive. You know what the fuck he asked him?
The point of the video was to get his attention, and if he responds publicly or privately, I mean, the job will have been done. Like all I wanted was, and what we still want is just a conversation with him. I think Charlie is incredibly important in his position, and he could do so much to help people like Spencer.
He could, I guess, like the main critique and like the main people that are also calling you out saying is the way you're going around it and the tone that you're using to try to do it. It's more like pushing a standard on him that he's obliged, or like there's an expectation for him to cover this just because he's a YouTuber. And like there was this undertone in your whole video. You can't deny this. You put like a whole bunch of pictures of Sniper Wolf. There's this undertone of saying like you're covering stupid ass fucking Sniper Wolf drama. Why aren't you talking about real shit, like real victims who are like getting abused by this guy?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, but you know how that's ridiculous. As I said earlier, there's always going to be a bigger issue. Like just because you're covering this, I'm not pushing a standard on you that you have to talk about.
He's destroying him. I mean, this is like he's melting him.
Israel, Palestine, even though that's a bigger issue than what you're covering right now. Just because
says you. I know about 2 cops that completely blew up a girl that was raped and had a baby.
we're YouTubers or someone has popularity, they shouldn't have an expectation or standard pushed on them for them to cover whatever topic you want them to cover or whatever is serious. You know, he
Which
blew up
way,
off of
Western
covering
man?
commentary.
War or molestation?
It's not like there should be an expectation for him to talk about your specific police report story that you want to get like someone locked up for.
I would. I'm talking about his police report. There is none.
I think we can all do better to
He's talking like a politician again.
Industries like human trafficking,
always in platitudes,
and problems like global child exploitation are issues that all of us need to join together to fix.
It's like a charity scam. Everybody's mad at that fucking guy for not touching the money. This guy's doing the same thing except pocketing it. The charity scam.
And I think when you have a platform,
you could say the same thing though about like fucking activism for like bigger issues like the war going on Israel Palestine. Like I keep saying it.
Well,
like,
they're all
you can
big
use
issues.
the same.
They're
I know,
all
but
big
you can.
issues.
No, but I'm saying there's always a bigger issue. Someone could say the same thing to you. That's why I don't think the critique holds that much water. Like you're MamaMax. You're covering this small case.
I'm waiting for him to go. Victims. Pedos. I'm literally waiting for that.
But there's much bigger things in the world right now that are bigger issues. And so someone could say the same thing to you.
Well, yeah, and that's why I'm trying to make the conversation not just about the cult leader, but about global child exploitation, which I think is probably one of the greatest issues in our world.
Yeah. Okay.
You saw all the human trafficking.
It's called a red herring. That's what a red herring is. What you do is you talk about you've identified an issue, and then you talk about something to the side of the issue to get you off the main trail. The red herring is confusing the dog because he's trying to get to where he is, but the smell of the fish is taking him off the trail. That's what it is right there.
Do you really not see my point? I feel like it's like very obvious.
No, he does.
Just because Charlie is a big YouTuber, there shouldn't be an expectation that he should be able to cover like child fucking like rape or child sex trafficking or human trafficking. You know, that's ridiculous to try to push that onto him, and you're doing it very in a manipulative way. That's the point I'm making.
I think we can all do better.
What?
Dude,
I don't see why you can't say you're being deceptive.
Good one.
Hold on. So
how many times does he
What
say
are these
not asking him
responses?
to
We can
cover
all
it.
do better. Like, are you trolling me right now? Are you not?
It's true.
Do you hear what
But
I'm saying? You're just
I do hear what
dodging.
you're saying.
Yeah,
I do hear what you're saying.
Sure.
I am just saying. I mean,
He was praying lyrics are stupid.
it's an objective truth. We can all do better
No
to help
shit.
fix these
Yeah,
global
but
issues.
You're dodging and like deflecting what I'm saying. Though. Like that's not actually a
Thank
response.
God.
Like, we could all do better. Let's all hold hands. Like it's
yeah,
not a
we can do
response.
better is pretty.
Shut up,
It's
Colton.
pretty vague because it's not. You can shut up because it's pretty like you can't really apply it to any specific situation. Because this is something I want to ask you as well. If that's all right.
No,
How
Colton, you gotta shut
feasible-
up. You gotta shut up. You gotta
Well,
shut
here's
up. Your time.
one. Literally unsub MamaMax and sub the lyrics based on this response.
Oh no,
Mama
sure,
Max
no.
This is actually how Augie got big. He exposed fucking Chris Hansen for being a fraud.
Yeah, all the crazy Chris Hansen fans came to Augie, and
I
then
know.
I didn't
Spencer,
even
He turned them to incels, I guess.
finish my point.
Spencer, what do you think?
Who cares about Spencer? You're the guy with the fucking platform. I'm sorry, all due respect,
Okay.
but I don't give a fuck
All right.
about this person's opinion. You're the one of 760K subs. What the fuck? What the fuck? Why'd I get kicked for that?
Yeah,
Are you fucking trolling?
Yeah, okay. Yeah, he said, yeah. It was
About to fucking tell him off because you're not gonna sit here and fucking minimize all the shit that
He
we
minimized shit. He minimized shit, lady. And I am this close to calling her a fraud.
it's a power play.
Yeah,
Max
it was
is
a
using
pow-
her.
went through
Yeah.
knowing
Yeah,
that
it's,
Yeah, Max.
it's
that's
really
the
hard
only.
to-
That's the only reason I won't, because Max may
Yeah.
be using her.
there's
Yeah.
hundreds.
Well, I'm
upon
saying
hundreds
like
upon
it's really hard to
hundreds of fucking
debate Max
victims.
when he's got a victim
that
in
ain't
the
fucking-
VC with.
Oh
And it
my.
is a reflection of a greater problem in our civilization. There are
Are you
cult leaders.
Oh,
fucking-
now he's talking. Now you know what you're dealing with. This is great, guys. Actually, this is fantastic. We're winning. The only person that could buy into this, they have to be completely stupid or a child, and that's great news. That means he's losing money, and I want him to lose money. I don't want him to make money off of fucking kids. I know what it's like to carry something like that through life, how embarrassing it is, how you in my case, question your own sexuality, you know, when you're fucking 11. And he's getting paid for that shit. He's getting paid for that shit. Holy fuck. I'll make it clear, I do like a lot of pussy. I mean, I don't fucking take that the wrong way. Dylan, to make it quick, I've always been insulted by this guy because I was molested with a kid and I kept my mouth shut because I didn't want to be considered a homo.
Dylan's a troll in the chat. All right.
Yeah, okay,
He's
okay.
just-
Oh, I thought, Dylan, get cancer. You know.
Dylan
So this guy
literally
is
said, "Why-"
using like 12, 13-year-old me. That's what he's doing. Here you go. Do what Pokemon should. What? Do what Pokemon should do?
Sell cookies.
You
On
be gay for
OnlyFans?
me? Great, fantastic. No, this is a scam. Absolute fucking scam. Good work, Slayer. So he wouldn't answer the question. He ran. I was about to yell at him. About what? First of all, if you would have yelled at him, he would have destroyed you. You just accused the police department. You provided absolutely no evidence. How do you come back from that? How dare
It
you?
would be great. if the evidence was shown in a documentary about the situation, so we'd have all the fucking context. The problem is we got to watch a fucking 5-hour podcast.
How much you want? Oh God! And he can't get anything with tangible in a conversation with lyrics. What makes you think there's going to be anything other than entertainment horse shit? That might be his last.
Well, he said the documentary is going to have everything, including him calling out Charlie. So I don't think it's going to be like, oh, let's send this shit off to the police.
I don't think it's going to come out like that. I think he's
exactly
constantly like putting his finger out there. Oh, lyrics wasn't stupid. Should have got. Colton had a show. You should have won on that. For fuck's sake. Matt, you're a jerk. I'm not a troll. I still hope you get cancer.
Thank you, Dylan. Thank you.
I'd say call it a night, and then we'll do an after show.
All right. Well, you know, well, there was the Mudahar call, but that's just more. It's like the exact opposite of the lyrics situation. It's more like Mudahar being good faith rather than lyrics being like you're gay, you're a retard.
Oh, okay.
So again, I'm gonna have to upset all of my.
I get in here. Unfucking believable. You know what? You know what that tells me? He didn't send me the fucking DM because he knew I would fucking see right through it. He knew I would see through it. He knew I would expose him, and he figured putting me at the end. This is a threat. This is a fucking threat. Hey, jerk off. Go fuck yourself. You're a fucking liar. You're a piece of shit. You're not a journalist. You don't give a. You're a clout chasing just another YouTuber. You're no different than anybody else. You don't give a rat's ass, and you can suck my dick. There you go. I couldn't count on Tommy C keeping his mouth shut. Just to let you know how it all got started. Guy's a crook. What a fucking crook. What a crook. It's coming to an end, Max. It's almost over. And I'll be there. Trust me. I'll be there. Ugh.
I just imagine him sitting the girl down and be like, so there's this guy called Tommy C. When we come out publicly, he's going to do live streams about us.
Yeah, he is. That girl made a terrible accusation that she has to come clean with, and I can pretty much ask for that. I could totally fucking ask for that, regardless of her victim status. I don't know. I went to traffic 911, but then the cops wouldn't do anything. And well, I don't know. This is what I was told. Then you don't know anything. Then this sounds like a hunk of horse shit. Oh, by the way, I helped bust one of the biggest accusers, phony, fake accusers. That's why I'd open. If she ever sat down with me, I would open up. You really ought to look me up. Look me up on I Am Alex. I helped bust one of the biggest phony accusers. So you're not getting anything over on me. Where's the police report? Who was the police department? I think we could do this without releasing the girl's name. I'm not giving that to you. Then I don't think you're telling the truth. I think you're helping Max grift, and you're getting a little clout out of yourself. That would be my play. Tommy is a homophobe. That's just annoying.
What about Tyrone? Can you say something bad about Tyrone too?
Say something bad about Tyrone.
He's alone.
Hell yeah.
All right. You got anything else? Anything, Tyrone? Anything to say?
Well, no. I just thought it was very funny, the whole thing that he kept going back to this like phantom documentary, but it's just the conglomerate of everything he's working on right now. It's not any more of this story that seemingly hasn't been developed from the start. It's all these responses that he's doing to everyone else. It's very evident what the content is, even from a distance.
Yeah. Charlie thinks Charlie thinks this guy's legit. He's working on big things. He just didn't like the way he was approached. Fucking bunch of bullshit. What a bunch of bullshit. It's sad. Most of the commentators know about it. They know it's a grift. They won't call it. It's sad. Fucking sad and pathetic. Ugh. Absolutely sad. Well, you know what? Larrick's got him. Chud's got him. It's only going to build. And by doing this act even more, which, by the way, he's totally trapped himself. He can't pull back and then be normal Max now. Because they're not going to get their fucking reverse kitty porn.
He's coming off too desperate is what's happening. And
Probably
it's
is.
very weird.
I should have figured this out. I figured it out after the show yesterday. His Patreons are going down.
Yeah.
Because of the shit he pulled with YouTube, the shit he pulled with YouTubers, and the shit he pulled with me. It's not cool to be a MamaMax fan. The only way it's cool is if you don't have anybody in your social circle that can wipe their ass on their own. Then you can just say he's great. You can go into my comment section. It's like, he's done more for victims than you have. Well, of course he has. I'm not pretending to do the job that he's pretending to do. Phone calls. Better be good. Go on the thing.
I'll put the link in the chat.
I really want to go out. I want to have fucking vodka Red Bulls. That'd be nice. That would be fun. Yeah, I recorded that really drunk guy that said kids on saying fuck you, and it didn't get any traction. I was so fun. Last week when I went to the pub, nobody thought that was funny. Nobody thought that was funny. Guy was completely unintelligible, going on and on and on. And the end of his sentence, he would just go "fuck you" and walk off camera. It was pretty funny. It was hysterical.
All right, we got some people in the queue.
Okay. Toastify.
Hello.
Toastify, what's up, man?
What's up, Toastify?
What's up, man? Listen, I just wanted to ask if I wanted to ask Tommy if you how long have you known MamaMax for?
I remember he made really weird videos back in 2016. He followed me. I followed him back. I was like, when I was with Beta, I was following everybody back that had a bit of a following. That's what I was kind of told to do.
Yeah. I just wanted to mention some of his history that he's got. I don't know if you've been informed on some of this. I just wanted to go through some of it.
Sure.
So he started out age 18, joining the military.
Yes, I did know that. That part I did know. And he washed out. He's a washout.
Yeah, and then I believe he tried to commit suicide and was discharged.
Yeah, that's called washing out.
No. Yeah.
Then he's called you don't fucking belong here. Yeah.
Then he went to the Life Sucks incel videos, where it's like life sucks, different parts of life suck, all this stuff.
Okay.
Then it was the hentai reviews.
Which what was the ones I remember? Like, he had a black and white shot of his mouth and did a bunch of weird shit.
That was the Life Sucks stuff, I think. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And I believe after that it was the hentai reviews, so he'd review like
went from
lolly stuff.
And also during that time he had a podcast with this guy called Sino, who you did an interview with back in the day, Tommy.
Oh, I know exactly who Sino is. Sino went on to be an ASMR king, got rich.
Yeah, JoJo's ASMR. He did a podcast of that using MamaMax's real voice. And he sounds like Sino. This is the thing.
Sino was, I don't think he was a bad kid. He was a kid at the time, but he was one of the most corrupt commentators of the time. I generally liked him, like person to person. I think he came from a real poor background in Australia, and he's like, lying to people on the fucking internet? So what? I need money. And I'm glad the JoJo MSR thing took off. So I heard he made a lot of cash. Good for him. He wasn't a bad kid. He was just, I think, Vegas said this to me a long time ago. He said, he's like, he could tell that J Station was street, right? And these guys are like, all right, I'm making a bunch of bullshit in the internet. Like, I could be selling drugs. Like, I'm not doing anything wrong. I'm doing good stuff. I'm just entertaining people, And I think that's how Sino saw it too, because he came from a pretty impoverished background as well. I think he was Australian? He's a native. Right? It's like Boba Fett.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maui.
I guess.
Yeah. Okay.
I guess I'll say. You were talking about like fans like starting to defect from MamaMax. I'll say as a person who used to watch him, I'm feeling the same way. I'm not really down with this kind of stuff because it seems pretty like his thinking like doesn't make any sense to him. So during his interview with Muda gives him the advice saying just make a video going over the timeline. then he's like, oh wow, this is like new information. It's like my brain is like, he's like, wow, this is exactly what I wanted. I'm like, how did you not consider like this was like one of
and
the
inside he's going, oh
he's
fuck.
Incredibly experienced this. Yeah.
I got
Exactly.
to be honest with you. Oh,
he's bleeding.
Oh no! Oh
No fucking way.
It's happening! It's happening!
Oh wow.
It didn't work.
Did you just look this up randomly, Tommy, just to see?
I didn't even know this was happening.
When he said
Holy.
something, I did. Uh-oh.
Yeah, the people are starting to realize.
It's starting to make a little more sense now.
Yeah, why would he even make a 5-hour interview on another channel?
No, you know what biggest part of that, that's what happens when you swing at Charlie.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
If you're gonna shoot on Charlie, you better come correct. He did not come.
Do it
correct.
on a shot from the point.
Yeah,
don't do it on your fucking.
I mean, but here's another thing too. Like
channel.
I've set a standard here for a long time that I'll take on just about anyone, and I've also said, look, I can't do that guy because he's my friend. I'm gonna drop out of this one because it makes me look like a backstabbing YouTube. I've done that too. So like I've set that standard. You know, I haven't said like, yeah, I'll punch up for sure. I'm not afraid. Let's do it. Let's dance, bitch. Uh-oh. Oh, it's the best news I got all day. I can't wait to post this. Woo! This is gonna be my goddamn thumbnail tomorrow. I can't wait. Oh boy!
Like a kid on Christmas.
Yeah, I really do. It's like when I got my Atari 2600 in 1982. Woo! I can't wait. Oh, by the way, we got Tommy PS5. It's gonna be his.
Nice.
It's gonna be his Atari 2600. I can't wait. I can't wait till Christmas. I can't wait to get that shit because I want to play that shit too.
Yeah. I guess looping back to MamaMax, I just don't get why he would ever do like, if he wanted to do, why would he make a 5-hour interview on another channel with all the information? Like
Arrogance.
We're at the point.
Look,
exactly.
Arrogance. That's it.
It feels like he's just. It feels like he set the situation up just so he could call people out for it. That's what it like comes across to me, and it probably, to be honest, it probably looks like a. That's
well, it is. I completely agree with you, Toastfight. In his documentary, he's already said he's going to include responses he's already done to Critical. So
yeah.
No, he won't. Not this time.
Yeah.
Not this time, Joker. What's his?
Oh, maybe not now.
I want to know
after
his
bleeding red.
I want to know what's his what's his Twitter handle? Somebody sent it to me.
I don't think he's on Twitter anymore.
Did he delete?
I don't like he used to follow me, so I haven't really.
Yeah, he's following me too.
Him, but.
Yeah, his Twitter's gone. I can't really find it.
Uh-oh.
I think it's been gone for a while.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh, really?
I think it's been gone for a while.
The last thing I remember of his Twitter is the Craig Beckett stuff. So yeah.
He had one back then, did he? Well, he
he rebranded his Twitter to like make fun of you, Tommy, for a little while. That's what.
I didn't know that.
I remember that.
Yeah, who's getting the last laugh? Mr. Stryker. Who's getting the last laugh? Me! I always get the last laugh.
I remember there was a Boblax tweet where it's like, "Wow, Max, you really own Tommy here," or whatever.
Damn.
You know, Tommy, you got him pinned as like this this bad guy who scams and stuff. I just think he's a spurg who got famous.
No, because you could do that on YouTube. Because you're thinking IRL world. You could do this, and that's probably how he convinced himself he could go after Charlie. Because it's a different world on here. Everything's like the laws of gravity don't apply in fucking internet land. You know what I mean? Oh, it's fucking
absolutely.
fantastic.
I don't know.
Jessica, is that his actual Twitter? It's only got 141 followers. Jessica just DM'd me a Twitter account, but it's only 141
send it to
followers.
me anyway.
I had this moment of like realization when I realized like I did like what MamaMax should have done at like 17 when I made like my French girl video. I was like, I did like a reasonable example. I was like, wait, I did this at 17. How old is this guy? Like mid-20s. He doesn't know how to do this. I don't know. That's just like how it came to me.
You should mollywop this guy. Why not?
I don't know.
I'll get my guys to help you. You thinking about it?
I've been considering it, but I've got a lot of projects lined up, so I wouldn't be able to fit it in. I don't know.
Might be more money in this. He's bleeding.
Get all the Patreons in. Yeah, set them all up.
He's in the bleed. He's bleeding. He's bleeding right now.
Yeah.
I can't believe I didn't think to check this yesterday, because I remember somebody. I might have been Matt. It's like somebody said to me, I got to do it after show, so I got to get off. Well, I only got to do 30 minutes. I got to get out. I got to
do rapid fire for the rest of people.
No, I'm gonna talk
in the queue.
You know what? Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna skip another one, but I'm gonna make sure I do something special in the after show because I gotta get out. I gotta get out of this house. I'm getting stir crazy in here, and I already did almost 2 hours here. Cut me a break there, guys. I'll get it. I forgot yesterday for some reason. You got to remind me to fucking do them. Yeah, well, if I can look, he's bleeding now. Strike it while it's hot. Strike it while it's hot. Woo! All right, leave Toastify in here. Leah, no. Other caller, you're coming. Leah, something. You're on the air. Go ahead. You can come back in now. I'll get
I think
everybody.
He's still in here.
I think it's hilarious that like Max is like financially supporting this girl too, the Spencer girl.
Why not? He's got plenty of money.
He's making promises to her that he's like going to move her out of the state that she's in, as if she can't help herself. So there's like incentive for her to keep this story going.
Can you prove that he said that to her?
He said it after he hung up on lyrics.
That's an ethics. Whoa! That's an ethics violation. If he's paying for her to live, she'll say anything he wants, and there's nothing he can take seriously. And he deflects to her. That's no. You lost all your credibility.
He said towards the end of the stream that the donations are going to her to move her out of the state. And I was just like, okay, there you go. That's the incentive. So
where does she live?
The money is going to her as well, isn't it?
Or I don't know.
According to him, yeah, the page, because he said at the end of his Charlie video that all the patrons go into like legal funds. I think. Let me have a look.
Well, I tell you something. If I were her, I wouldn't be in a room alone with him under these circumstances.
Yeah.
Considering his ex-girlfriends. Now, I don't know if all his ex-girlfriends are telling the fucking truth or not, but just in case one of them are, watch your ass. Holy shit.
Like she should talk to Olivia and just
maybe
really
it's a good time to get them together.
Oh, is this? Am I new to this, or did he? Because I just looked and he removed Charlie's @ from the title of his newest video, saying
because it killed him.
This is the kind. I was like, oh yeah, okay, yeah.
Because it killed him.
Completely, just recognized it's over.
Gotcha. See, now he's bleeding. I'm actually downloading the fucking video now. If I don't have it already.
Think he'll delete it?
Yep.
Think he'll just wipe it off?
Well, remember, he changed his name from God Cult right after we did last year. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, I'm going to show my DMs. I'm sorry. Comment Cop told me yesterday, he says that you defend pedos on his stream. He said he wants to talk to you yesterday. He said you defend pedos. Well, get in there. Come on in. Come on. Prove to the world that I defend pedos. Come on. Come on, motherfucker. Let's go. You bit off more than you could chew. I bet we don't hear from him for a while. But when he's back, I want all you guys to blow up everything you know I'm on. We're going to keep an eye on him.
Yeah. We'll be in the next MamaMax video.
MamaMax
clipped him with QR codes.
Is this really him?
Where?
Jessica says it's him.
What was it? Can we find out? Can we find out the number that he assigned me when he was talking about raping me and shit?
I actually got it because there's a fucking There's a screenshot of it from when we
tell me
when we
what the
did the
number
QR
is.
codes.
Tell me what the number is.
46853.
46853. There you go. Last laugh, bitch. Ah, gotcha. Oh, man. Bitch did that when I went on vacation. Notice I didn't talk as much about going to Scotland, just in case. Damn. How you been, Toastify? I'm kind of interested. Oh God, Brick. I'm sorry, Toastify. Somebody more important is here. Brick, you're on the air. How you been? Brick, you're blowing it. You're blowing it, Brick. What's up, man?
Sorry, I just wanted to laugh. But no, I wanted to say congratulations on one, reveling in Mad Max's coming back and then falling directly on his face.
Yes.
And also with the Lolcow podcast. That's just pretty good. I gotta say, congrats, Tommy.
Thank you very much. Do you like it? You can be honest. I don't care.
Yeah. No, I only watched the first 2 episodes so far. I'm waiting for a few of my friends to watch it together. But it's actually, it's pretty good. And you do a good job at like not hating Boogie for how much you hate him.
Thank you.
So I think it comes out pretty good.
It really is tough to hate guys like that. They're so fucked. I probably have more empathy than I should give out.
Well, it's morbid, right? It's that you hate it when he's being a child, right? That's what I've learned from Boogie. That he's kind of more of a child than anybody else thought.
He kind of is a good entertainer. When he gets on a roll, he starts talking about gaming and stuff like that. He is good. He's good on the podcast too, as far as being able to talk. Now, I don't know how much truth comes out of his mouth. But
my question is he actually being a dick with you, or is he like trying to work you up?
That's why I think I was a little. My feeling is the first 2 episodes I was a little too overbearing, right? And I've kind of rolled it back because first of all I think what the people want. I think that's. I think it makes it work, and I think most people thought our best chemistry was in the last episode. So I was legitimately mad at him. He gave me that clap thing. Is everybody says that's a work. That's the only work was the one that Nick and Mudahar and Tom did, right?
No, it looked like him just being a lazy asshole. It didn't look like a work. But it looked like to me he might have been like purposely trying to fuck with you. Like, this guy's gonna go and tell me what to do.
He didn't want to work. That might have. I didn't think of that. But no.
Yeah, that's what it looked like to me. He's like, oh, we're gonna count on 3. Then he's talking about,
he's in a bad mood.
You know, we can figure out a way to do it. We can figure out another way to do it. It's like, no, asshole, just fucking clap.
Yeah. Actually, I did figure out another way to do it. You know that? I did. Nick called me today.
What'd you do? You wait till he moves around and listen to him jiggle or something?
Hey, you know what? Yeah, I haven't blown you up in forever. You know that?
Oh, come on.
Yeah, come on.
This is fucked up. I got the last laugh, though, Tommy. All right? You're not getting the last laugh. I laugh.
I just want to do... No, I really just want to get the fuck out of here. I just really want to go. No, Brick, it was a fine call. It just... I want to get the fuck out of here. That's all. And I hope you guys had a... Yeah, it's good to hear. Oh, bro, I was wondering if you pissed him off before recording. No, I didn't. I didn't, Mudahar. Hey, go look into this guy, MamaMax's bullshit story, Mudahar.
You just had a conversation with him last night.
Well, it's a lot more deep than that. He accused the police department of fucking letting go of, get this, a rape, looking the other way to rape, that produced a pregnancy. They didn't name it. And here's what Max did. He sits there, he goes, go get him. What was the girl's name? Jessica?
Spencer.
Go get him, Spencer. So it's like plausible deniability. Yeah! Yeah! Holy shit! Yo, come on in. Mood is coming in, everybody. I'm definitely going drinking tonight.
Hell yeah.
Having a good day. Hell yeah.
Got a celebration going on, yeah.
Oh, yeah. Oh, you really... Well, I want Charlie to know this guy's as big a creep as Maximilian Moss. This guy's not trying to help anybody. He's manipulating everybody.
What's up, Muda?
Muda. Hey, man. Hey, do you know what happened to Lyrics' stream last night?
I don't know what happened to Lyrics' stream last night, but I am working on a Max video.
At one point, you really... What happened?
Did you hear that? You said he's making a Max video.
You're making him.
I'm making a video on him. It's not like super long or like digging into it, but it's like I'm just going into how his attention for this specific project is the worst thing that he could do.
I don't know. I think it's a little deeper than that. I think this is
no. I dug into his. I dug into the fucking vampire Count Blackula, and it is probably one of the like. It's so. The thing is, we only have one side of the story, and it's like. If you ask somebody to cover it, right? And I had this discussion with Charlie, at least myself. I'm like, if you ask somebody to discuss this, right? And this is what I said to him, and I said to everyone. I'm like, you're kind of asking us to take the fucking like legal hit on it, right? Like, of course, would I like to stop a bad person? Yeah. But do I want to have this bad person proven pretty much like dead to rights? Absolutely.
We watched him do it in real time. They asked him if there was a police report. He immediately deflected to Spencer. Spencer said there is a police department in Georgia that ignored that. They said she got a rape kit. A pregnancy was produced, and the cops just blew it off. And he real time. He deflected to her. See, I don't think you guys are looking at it the right way. This is a scam. He makes 2 videos a year. He doesn't show any victims or any progress, and he makes a minimum $14K a month. His style has been, and this is not new, he just bit off more than he could chew with Charlie. His style is to guilt, fear, and threaten and blackmail other YouTubers to give him clout. He doesn't want Charlie to help those kids. He wants Charlie to shout him out. And you could go back to 2022 when I pointed out that this whole thing is fishy as fuck, and he did a whole thing that I support pedophiles. I'm a goddamn molestation victim, that cocksucker. So maybe you ought to look at it that way.
Where was the? Do you have a clip of him saying like bringing up the fact that because that's one of the things that has rubbed me in a weird way too, because like I work with law enforcement on previous projects as well too, and like. They're not like if you have proof of something, especially if like there's been a pregnancy after a rape. It's like, bro, they're not gonna fucking take that shit lightly.
And he would go, and they would go on to the Spencer, and he's letting Spencer, who probably is a victim of him, take all the heat. She would go on as like, yeah, we couldn't get the police react, so if we just get enough voices, we get the police department to look into it. That sounds like bullshit on the surface. He said, we gotta hook him up with Lyrics to Stream.
I'm gonna get a timestamp for him real quick.
Like this is unbelievable. This is much more than a guy that bit off more than he could chew, or is just so into it he's gonna do everything. This is a scam. It's a charity scam. You cover charity scams. That's what this is.
No, I do.
Yeah, this is a charity scam. What progress has he made? God, I could put you on the phone with there was a bunch of his ex-girlfriends that made a video on him. And now everywhere this guy put him on his YouTube channel, everywhere he goes, people are calling him a map. I don't think you know how far the rabbit hole goes. I can't believe that Charlie's he is not on the up and up. He's not trying to help kids. It's on the surface.
I mean, I did not know anything about like the Patreon stuff. Like in full context, like Max, me and him know each other like in real life. We're not like super talkative with each other though. Like, but we have like a relationship, I would say.
Okay.
So I just want to say there might be a bit of a bias here, but like I don't have like again, to me when I look at this situation, the way that you're describing it, it's fucking. I'm learning a lot of new stuff. Like I did not know about the $14,000 a month type thing. I didn't know about that. I thought he had something else outside of YouTube.
That's minimum, by the way, because that's when we took the $550 a month with the amount of subs that he had.
Where's that from? Is that like
that's from an old? That's from a screenshot from about 6 months ago. And now, when I mentioned that a couple months ago, well, he took his Patreon numbers down after that. So that's minimum, rock bottom. It's probably more like 25 to 30.
Well, that leads me to like a point though. It's like, man, what are these kids like? Again, no adult is going to be donating as hard because it's like $14,000 a month for this kind of stuff. And
but if you got kids,
I don't know if he's working at all with a cop. Or whatever,
most of the comments were, "I'm glad you got molested as a kid." Comments I get, and it's clearly children. So, but a kid could afford $5 a month. So if you get 3,000 kids, that's a lot of money. And that's the
I mean, did you see his Did you see when Lyric said retard on the stream and the entire chat erupted? They erupted with
oh my god
anger.
Can we please not say that word?
Wait.
We're talking about pedophiles. No slurs allowed here.
Wait,
right?
he just God, sorry. go to his channel. He just changed the Charlie cancellation to something else now. It's that Gerard guy.
It'll be gone in no time, by the way.
Muda, I got the timestamp if you just accept my friend.
Yeah, send it to me real quick.
Yeah.
I just want to see this.
Yeah, I just need you to accept it.
It. So, and he diverts to her, so now he's got in real time he does it. So look, I need a drink after this shit.
Matt Pitt. Matt_Pitt.
I got you. Accepted. All right, send it to me.
There you go. You got it.
And I think you should check out maybe what Chud Logic's doing, because he's pointed out he doesn't show any. This is just a false charity. He doesn't show any kind of progress or anything. Apparently, this case is 7 years old. This guy makes a video every 6 months.
Doesn't he have someone else also edit for him?
Yeah, and then if you keep listening, he goes into like another girl who was like impregnated and put out a police report, and she said the cops did nothing.
Can I just ask? He makes a video every 6 months, and someone else edits for him. Is it that correct?
I think he does most of the edit. What he said on the stream I was looking at is he did most of the editing. He just had Angry Slug help out.
One of the most notorious doxers in the business. And then who did he have before that? Craig, a guy that was messing with an underage girl.
This is just so fucked up. Like, the problem with this kind of content that like Max covers is that he because it's so charged, right? Like child molestation. I don't want to sound like, oh, I need more proof for your fucking assault or something, right? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it sounds fucked up if I say that.
You don't. It's not her assault. Proof, right? It's not her assault. It's third hand, and they're just throwing it out like it's nothing. It's some other girl's assault. So you can say that this is third hand.
It's this whole situation.
Can you send in the video he made on me? Can you send Muda the video he made on me that one summer for the criticism I made, because he put me in a video and said, "And my critics that want to project pedos," and he puts a picture of me and Jeff in there. I didn't like. You know that in the LolCal podcast where they said "suck my dick." That was to him because I got mad. Shocking.
This is just, like, the thing about this video is like, what the fuck is in here that's so... What the fuck is in Max's, like, video now that is actually damning evidence against this Count Blackula?
Nothing!
Like,
that
nothing.
I know of.
Yeah, like, wait.
That's my whole point.
There's
He
like
never
nothing.
has
Like,
it.
looking through my
Nobody
notes,
ever
there's
gets
nothing
nailed.
that connects into it.
Nobody. I've been saying this for fucking 2 years now. Nobody ever gets nailed. Fuck? He never shows anything. I've been saying it for months. And I know he's leaning on YouTubers, by the way, Moda. I know he's blackmailing other people.
I mean, it always comes down to like, oh, please, don't you want to like protect kids or something? I'm like, of course I want to fucking protect children. Absolutely. I just need something actionable, you know?
I had
me and Cabos covered this Club Penguin shit one time, and that was pretty goddamn dead to rights. Like, we have receipts on everything there.
Anything like that. You've done more than he has done in a... This is a racket. It's a grift. It's more than a grift. Yeah. And when he runs out, because look, I think when he did that YouTube or pedos or kids YouTube, whatever that put up a lot of bad taste in the commentators' mouth. I think the shit that he did to me got around and probably struck fear in people. Wow, he's openly calling Tommy a pedophile supporter, right? By pointing out that what's his name? Mr. Girl called in once. I didn't even have him as a guest. He called in. Or that I'm friendly with Vito, whose position on pedophiles is, I don't think they should be murdered. I think they should get treatment, which is completely reasonable. Me personally, I think we should have a human-sized meat grinder and throw them in there. But me and Vito disagree on that. You know? Bitch. I mean, and then he's openly calling me a pet. He did it last night. The whole community is terrified of this guy.
Wait, he called you a pedophile?
Yes! No, not last. Did he call you a pedophile last night, Tommy?
Last night, according to I said it. According to Comment Cop, I'll trust his words. Pedo supporter. I'll get the quote. Hang on. Okay. Comment Cop's pretty solid guy. I'll trust him.
Are you sure it's not Comic Cop's burner account? Because
No,
those are two different people.
No, it's Comic Cop. Yesterday he said on stream he defend and platform pedos. There you go.
Dude, I told him, like, if you want people to react to your story and do some actual change, I guess, or more change than what you're doing right now, present the story properly. Except, like, because he was telling me, it's like, I expect, like, people to watch a 5-hour stream. Like, yo, you're a YouTuber. You know nobody's gonna watch a fucking 5-hour stream. Nobody's gonna watch, like, nobody makes it through a 5-minute video these days. So it's like, you got to present this case. You got to make sure that you get this guy to rights before you're worried about the advertising campaign on
you're
this
wasting
video.
your breath. It's a racket. He wants money. He wants you to promote his shit. Come on. Let's get real here. He's not trying to hear you on the best way to help kids. He's not helping anybody. It's a racket. And it's right in front of your face. It is a racket to the bone. You should see him on. I mean, he answers the questions from Larryx like a politician. He starts reading chats off on when they ask him, like, you could have done this better, and it looks like you're kind of avoiding my question. And they hung up. And then as soon as he hung up, he started saying, this is the problem with society. People just don't want to touch this subject. It's total deception. It's on the surface. It's less deceptive than the crook you just covered last week. It's less deceptive than him. At least the money didn't go anywhere. In this case, it goes right in his pocket so he can sleep till noon every day. Absolute scam. Top down. Ugh. Sorry, I'm a little personally invested.
I get it. He's burned a bridge with pretty much everyone in the space, as far as I know.
And that's why he came out of hiding.
In the worst ways possible.
Because I think after these 2 years, he hasn't gone up in revenue because he counts on the Patreon monies. I think he demonetizes his own stuff, right? To make it look like he fucking cares. I'm not even making money off YouTube, but I'm making 10, 20 grand a month on Patreon. What he does. Excuse me. I'm losing my train of thought because I'm getting angry. So what he does is just he's not gaining, so he leaned on Charlie. He took a fucking big risk and leaned on Charlie. I'm gonna do what I did to Tommy C, but I'm gonna do it to Charlie. You really want to watch?
Because I'm covering his the whole thing.
Hey, buddy.
Hopefully, maybe next week, seeing how it goes out. But it's not the kind of coverage I think he's going to expect or want, because it really is going into because I feel like I'm going to describe the story better than he has, and it's only going to be 2 minutes of the video. I'm like, this is the guy that they're accusing. This is why they're accusing him. If it's real, it's fucked up. But if it's real, I don't know.
If that guy's not legit,
evidence isn't given.
If that guy's not legit, holy shit! Wow, this war is not going to last as long as I thought, Matt. All right.
Because the thing is, it's we all care about children. This implication that we cover Sniper Wolf or somebody else, a fucking charity situation or charity fraud or other I guess inconsequential dramas. It's it's such a fucking stupid accusation, or not an accusation, but a stupid insinuation to be making. It's obviously everyone here cares about kids. How many times have we all made videos about actual pedophiles in the community? And
are you surprised after how he went after YouTube that he would use that tactic more than once?
No, not really. He's done it, what, 3 times now with YouTube?
Yeah, and did it to me. Called Vito a pedophile as well.
Well, in fairness, he's right. No, I'm kidding.
Shout out to Oatbag, Rexon, St. Cloud, Cody, Everborn, Nesquik, Pick and Pun, Reynold Hughes, Tommy C's Cat, and Pilkington, and there's just a lot more to the surface this movie. And I've been very frustrated for this for months. And I think there's a lot of people that they're terrified because they think they don't want to take down a guy that's helping people, and if you all you have to do is scratch the surface a little bit, and you realize he's not helping anybody. I mean, Jesus Christ, who makes videos like that? It's pornography. It literally, what he makes.
What's his last video where he hunted somebody down? Now that you put it like that, you're I want to see his last video and see just who he took down and what the evidence there was. I want to go through the catalog now, to be honest.
Yeah. Viel Glück, mein Freund. All right, I need a drink. I'm really kind of wired. I'm fucking all sorts of heated. Because I've been, this is the one thing that's bothered me most. To be perfectly honest with you.
No, I agree with the grifting aspect now. I didn't know about the Patreon, but yeah, 14K a month to make like 2 videos a year, roughly. And again, like nobody's being stopped in this situation. It's anytime that there's a super performative shit that happens on the internet, it's like, bro, I really feel like, again, we've been on this game for a long time. If you expect to, if you're not making hard money on YouTube, you're making subs, viewers. You're the hero of the internet for a little bit, and that's worth more than whatever money you make off of.
Weren't you a victim of being told one thing, and you recorded a video from? You were one of many YouTubers that were told one thing, and then he framed it a different way. Were you one of those guys? Because he asked, "Can you give me a download on A?" and then he made it about B, and he used all these YouTubers. I think you were one of them, if I'm not mistaken. Because that's what I initially criticized him on. That was 2021.
Yeah,
I think
I'm remembering what you're saying. I'm just wondering.
I'm trying to remember
what that exact thing was.
It was pick a side.
Yeah, it was pick a side YouTube, and you guys, none of you guys were told. I mean, I'm sorry, Muda. This is clear deception on the surface, and I'm so frustrated. I've been screaming at the top of my lungs for 2 years now, and I literally nobody is like, I got nothing. Waited till I went on vacation 2 summers ago to fucking hit me, so I couldn't hit back right away, bastard. I think if you scratch the surface, you're gonna find, charitably, a fake charity.
Does he work with charities? Does he work with any organization?
What do you mean? You can't pocket the money if you work. That goes to the victims. That goes to victims.
Patreon money goes to the victims?
No, it goes to him.
He is saying that the newest victim, Spencer, the money's going to her.
Going to her?
Her legal defense.
Her legal defense? Is she defense? Why would she be in defense? She'd be.
I wish he'd explain it better. He's not really explaining what exactly is happening.
The thing about lawsuits and the thing about all this shit that really, now that I'm thinking about it, what state was she? Was this being claimed in? Texas, right?
So it happened in Georgia, and she's from Texas.
Yeah, but she's
not
the victim. So if it happened
in Georgia, what the fuck is the statute in Georgia? Because I'm pretty sure it's expired by now. Yeah. So what the fuck are they suing on?
Yeah,
I don't know. Maybe it's a scam.
See what we did, Tommy? We asked a question about, because we were over the age of 18. We're not kids. We know statutes.
I looked up the statute of limitations in Georgia, and for rape, it apparently, according to this, is 15 years. But additionally, apparently, what he was paying is not a legal defense. It was her rent. He's in complete control of how she lives.
So she can't. Of course, her statements.
I didn't know this. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Yes.
What?
No, her statements cannot be taken seriously because he's supporting her.
Yes. And this is who MamaMax is.
This girl, wait. So this girl is a dependent on him now?
Right now. So that pretty much
from
crushes
what we're
his
hearing
and hers.
From
what we're hearing. Okay.
If someone could send me a timestamp of him saying this, I'd appreciate it.
Okay.
It just. Wait, the ethics are so fucked up here then.
Are they?
Like you're running her case, you're presenting her story. I mean, yeah, it's fucked. But you're presenting her story, and it's like, I'm also paying your rent. Please provide your, like, what? That's so, like, that's, my God. I need a timestamp on that. It's insane. I literally thought it was like her legal fund. I didn't even think it was fucking rent.
Why would she need a defense? Why would she need a defense? Would she rape somebody?
Yeah.
I think
MamaMax claims that, like, oh yeah, this is going to be raising awareness for the story. All this fucking performative nonsense will eventually be paid off in the documentary. And what's going to be in the documentary? Everything. Even his response to Charlie, apparently. Which I don't think is I don't think that's very useful. I think MamaMax can follow his own advice and do better. Because what the fuck is he doing? Nothing.
He does that old Gamergate SJW trick where you accuse somebody, it doesn't come true. Well, at least we raised awareness trick. Which is complete and utter bullshit. He should have been discredited years ago. Years ago. Count Blackula. Tommy, this is a smear job. I was raped by these crazy vampire bitches.
And how this girl was 16 when she was that old?
At the time, yeah, supposedly.
Again, I don't want to be the asshole here, but like when I was 16, I had a job at that point, so I don't know how I was falling into vampires.
Well, you're Indian. You're smarter than most people. Of course, you're doing better than everybody else. You know, Asians. I mean, like, so. You know, and Asians have, on average, have higher IQs than I think everybody, right? Oh no, yeah. Did you know that?
I don't know that. We're getting some on average, eugenic shit here, dude.
And that's why I want all the Asians to move away. Go to your own place.
14K a month though, and that's like on the low end. That's fucking comfortable to do 2 videos a year on, and
it's the rock bottom minimum. It's not the low end. It's whatever the number was times 550. That's not the low, and it's probably more like 25 to 30. So he makes more than most Americans do in 2 months, and then they do in 1 year to make 1 video, maybe 2 a year. And one of them going after me, calling me a pedophile.
And the audacity even to say like, "Oh, there's no money in this whole like, I'm not doing this money. There's no money in this whole game." Shut the fuck up! Really, really?
Yeah.
Oh my god, yeah.
You kidding me?
Yeah, I mean, Toastify's making money right now.
Toastify's killing it.
So I didn't see like the whole thing of lyrics. I know he got kicked off at the end because like fucking. Yeah, he got a little spicy with the victim Spencer for sure.
No, he didn't. That's a lie. That's a lie. We just watched it. That's a lie. He didn't get spicy at all. He tried to hold him to answer a question, and he just kept on. He basically red herringed him every time, and then he hung up. When he put him on the spot, he put Max on the spot, and then they went on and made it seem like he was being abusive to her, and you can see that right there. It's right in front of your eyes. That's not true.
God damn it, Max.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
3 hours and 15 minutes of his. I'm gonna have to watch this whole fucking stream. But like, damn, dude, it's like the story. He should just present it and.
Exactly. So when you gave him that advice on his
but the end with lyrics though, he was kind of getting a rise about it. It's like no one gives a fuck about Spencer or whatever. Like that was the rise part.
Oh, okay, that's the rise part. But that was the fucking yeah. That's frustration about not answering the same question 15 times. So, like, she couldn't add anything to the conversation. First of all, she discredited herself, and he's lucky she didn't point it out because all he had to say to her is, say, what police department? And that's not putting the victim on the spot. That's not being unfair. That's what police department. And that's all he had to say. He didn't do that. He tried to keep him on track on about YouTube and about the way he went about it, about the blackmail.
All right, Tom,
yeah.
I got the timestamp.
I'm
sending it to you right now.
You send it to me? All right.
Shout out to Jamie for sending it.
Send it. All right, we'll put it on screen for everybody. 3, 2, 1, and action. Oh, hold on. Why is it going so slow? Okay, because I don't know what I'm doing. Here we go.
My Patreon rather than a GoFundMe. That is because I'm contractually obligated to see this case through. And make sure Spencer's taken care of.
Contractually obligated?
Yeah. It's a lie. He just uses big words. Words to get
keep watching.
Hold on.
That is because I'm contractually obligated to see this case through. And make sure Spencer's taken care of. Spencer's moving over to me in a couple of days, actually. And we're going to find her own place. And I will be paying for all of it. So I am... This is my case. Camden's cult is my case now. And it is... I'm dedicating myself to this until we see justice.
I mean, you don't think he talks like a politician? You believe a word out of guy? I mean, that's the words he chooses sends up red flags to me. I don't know if it's just because I have a fantastic Irish bullshit detector. But I can't understand why anybody who talks like that. Politicians, the worst people on earth.
That is the, and I mean,
I shower me with love and dopamine. Yeah, I had enough. I think you got what you needed.
Yeah,
I would download that bitch right now too.
That is just.
But Muda, you were on his stream, and he had like the revelation because you told him just make a video going over the timeline, and his revelation was like, "Oh, thank you, that's what I needed." It's like, have you not like thought of that already? Was that like one of like the first things you would like?
I mean, like that to me was optically like setting the situation. Like that for me was having on his channel the record that people in the community told him what he should do. And now if he doesn't act on that, then he's actually purposefully ruining this whole case. Because yes, you're right. As a YouTuber, you should 1,000,000% know that you should present the story first, especially if it's this serious, and then worry about the advertising later. Again, I refuse to believe somebody who's been on this platform as long as I have doesn't understand that exact
Absolutely,
point.
yeah. Absolutely. It just like, and even like what was his goal? To like get advice? Well, if his goal was
I'm gonna agree with Tommy. His goal was to grow. His goal was to grow and get more Patreon followers and tap into another market that is similar to his. Right? That is the actual like 100%. The end for it.
I agree. I'm just saying what he says his goal is like advice. But on the other hand, his DMs to Charlie are like instructions and demands, like you have to do this stuff. You know, like we're really waiting on you to do this. It's like what is going on with this guy? I don't believe that he's like this stupid that he like doesn't know how to like format any like conversation with people or like consider these options.
This guy's an experienced YouTuber. He's a very experienced YouTuber. He knows his platform.
How long has he been around? Like 10 years?
Yeah. That's you're not stupid people don't get that far. I think I think his ego got the better of him, and he thought to himself, I can blackmail Charlie, and it didn't work because all Charlie had to go was, I got a bad taste in my mouth and the whole thing. Next, that's it. You're done.
And then like if you really gave a fuck about like the situation, you would realize that is going to counteract against helping the victims so much more than whatever he's doing.
Yeah, because everything has to be fed through MamaMax. It all has to go back to him. It's just like no one can cover the story normally.
I mean, at the end of the day, like I told him, like, hey, I'll work behind the scenes and fucking build this story with you, like to present it. That doesn't mean like, oh, I'm gonna fucking cover it and like signal boost something. It's just a matter of like, hey, I'm here to actually like help a victim, and this is how you help a victim, I guess, right? Like you present their story in the most cohesive, fucking ridden way possible. But
you know what he's gonna say?
That's on him. Like
you know what he's gonna say? He's gonna say, you know what he's gonna say? It's like, you know what? I thought I needed your help. I got this myself because there's nothing in it for him.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, it's I think the I'm glad I actually called into the stream, because now the way that Tommy's putting it, and again, like Max is a friend of mine, but like just because you're a friend doesn't mean like I'm gonna put the fucking blinders on.
Yeah,
right?
why? I mean, if I'd have known you were gonna do something,
I didn't know about any of it.
To help you, I would have got in touch with you myself, because I don't want. Like, he will savage your reputation, Muda. Because it's just a matter of time before some big YouTuber. He's the next Illuminati. I mean, he's
my
corrupt.
thing is thankful, because it's like I don't have any fucking like I don't have the skeletons that he's looking for in my closet. Like we've all fucked up in our lives, but I've never
not that you could survive it, but all you'd be doing is helping his grift and his he's extorting people. He's extorting YouTubers, and anybody that doesn't go along with it gets my treatment. I mean, Jesus, didn't we like light up fucking I'm Alex or shit like this? This guy's 10 times worse. It's better organized. All right, I'm done. Mo. I don't want to fucking feel like I'm lecturing. You go. I totally trust your. I'm angry. I know. I'm legitimately angry. And
well, I mean, I'm like I want you to tell me more. I like it's like. The anger is good. It's just like fucking. You gotta.
I can't think straight.
I am learning. Like that's what it is.
Fair enough.
Like, I am taking every side here, and that's like.
You know what? I just
want to listen to
my mission's complete. I sent you on a different thing. You look up. You see what I've said has any merit to it, and you decide. And we'll leave it at that. You know.
Yeah.
And there you go. And I already read off the Patreons. I'm going to call it a day because I'm pretty wound up. So. I'll talk to you all later. All the best to everybody. And what am I doing? I have to push this button. Bye.
Peace.